What's good? It's your favorite BBW coming back with you with another video today. And today, we're going to do it a little different. It's still a reaction, but we're going to do it a little different. Today, we're going to talk about the young teenager who was on Dr. Phil, who is black but identified to be white for some odd reason. And I know y'all like, Miss Crystal, why you got on them shades? Because look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This got to be some shade drama. You know, we got to look past it. She's only a teenager, so we ain't going to blame her for her actions and her comments and the things she may be saying in this video. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm curious. It's some real shady, crazy stuff going on. I don't know if she's trolling or is it really her. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but we gonna break this down and try to make some sense out of this. You know, so we're going to put on the shades because we know it's some shady, crazy mess going on, but let's get into this video.
I know a lot of people take issue with my beliefs. I'm white. I'm a Caucasian because everything about me is different from an African American. I have naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy. It doesn't require weave. My nose is not giant as like African Americans. My lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. Like, they're just perfect. My ears, I don't have black people ears because they're really giant. Most African Americans speak ghetto. But when it comes to black people, I think they're all ugly and I have nothing in common with them. I'm different from African Americans because I'm white.
Most black people speak ghetto. Listen, I want you guys to understand, and I'm not trying to get into any history because I'm not the best person in the world and I don't know everything in the world. But I do know that ghetto was not used for the way that we use it or the way that people use it or the way that this young lady is using it in today's society. Ghetto does not mean the way you speak or the way you pronounce your words. It has nothing to do with that. But I want y'all to look that up, and we're going to continue with this video. Oh, Lord.
My figure is just like Kim Kardashian, and she's a wonderful role model.
You know what? This is where the shades got to come off again. Because she said her figure is like Kim Kardashian. Now, we all know that Kim Kardashian figure is surgically enhanced. Okay? That's not a problem if that's what she wants. It is what it is. But her figure is surgically enhanced to look like a black woman. And you mean to tell me you're going to come on national TV and make it seem like her body was actually, you know what? Who is this child mother? Whew.
Act and I think like a white person instead of a black person. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like, we're on two different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here. I'm here. White people act and...
You know what? Even if she honestly don't believe this, she had to have some type of problem. Like, she literally just said that African Americans are black people in general. It's down here and she's like up here. You gotta have a problem. Let's just get into it.
I think just way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way. When I think about African Americans, I feel like asking them, what is wrong with them? They're really dangerous. If an African American is on the same street as I am, I'll cross the street to avoid their chaotic, thuggish ways.
Are you okay?
She crossed the street to avoid they chaotic and thuggish ways. Like we're animals or something. Like black people is just going to attack her because she's black. Like, I'm not understanding what's really going on. If this her trolling, I don't know if somehow, my whole thing, honestly, where did this all start? Where did this come from? Because you just don't wake up with self-hate. That's not something that anybody is born within their bloodline. It is taught. I tell people this all the time. Self-hate is taught. No kid grows up hating anyone. Self-hate is taught by someone that a kid usually look up to, or a parent, a guardian. It's taught, period, point blank. But let's let's get into it, because I feel like it's some real, we gonna learn something today.
I'm irritated. I'm sorry. I just know that I'm white. I mean, she might not know that I'm white, but I know that I'm white. I can feel it through my veins. I feel it through my blood. I tell my mom I'll never be like any of those Negroes. My mom tries to criticize me about my supposed race. I tell her she's just ignorant. There's nothing wrong with my views or beliefs because I have freedom of speech and everything I'm saying is true.
That's what I got to say. Dr. Phil, where are you finding these young ladies at? Let's not forget, he's the same person that we blame for actually the Catch Me Outside girl, because she went on there and she became viral. It's just, I'm curious on knowing, how do he find these young ladies? Where are they coming from? Like, this can't be real. This can't be life in 2018. Now, you're not gonna tell me this is life in the 20th century, but let's continue.
Well, I know I'm a Caucasian because when I wake up in the morning, I just have such a great life. And that my hair is so perfect, my skin isn't ugly, and I'm not fat also, which is also a really African-American thing. So
it's an African-American thing to be overweight. It's an African-American thing to be overweight. When there is people of all backgrounds, every race that's overweight. Not everybody of that race may be overweight, but there's people you may find overweight, no matter what race they may be. But then again, let's get back to the video.
I know I'm biologically white. I feel it through my veins and through my blood. I don't just think I'm white. I know that I'm white. There's no doubt in my mind.
Even though I have told you that your father was not your father and that you are actually African American?
You might be lying. I don't trust anything that anyone else says.
So,
I know that I'm
you know
white.
what?
Yes, this is.
That answered my question on why the shades is on, because I knew it was some shady crap coming in. I'm going to break it down for you guys. So according to her mother, she just said, even though I told you, your father, who's not your father, is actually not your father. Your father is black. So it makes me wonder, at some point in her childhood, maybe when she was, younger, 10, 12, 13, maybe 14, I don't know, because right now they say she's 16. At some point in her life, her mother was lying to her, telling her father was Caucasian, and honestly, her father is black. I mean, we clearly could see through her skin color that she's black. No doubt about it. In my mind, and probably yours also. But the problem is, it lies with the mother. The biggest problem is, you can't tell a kid something for so long, and now when they're a teenager, you feel like they should automatically get and understand, like, oh, I was just telling you that. Like, no, the problem is her mother. Her mother is the problem. See, she's old enough to say what she feels. That is true. But her mother is the real problem. And the reason why I'm saying that, because she just said out her own mouth, even though she told her the person she thought was her daddy is not her daddy, her daddy is African American, is a black man, there's no way she should believe that this white man, who we don't know how long she believed that the white guy was actually her father. That's the problem. We have to be careful what we're telling our kids. And the problem right now is, she's sitting here, now she want to say, oh, my daughter is crazy and she's racist to her own people. No, you started this. You are the blame for this. So with that being said, I'm pretty much done with this video, unless y'all want me to do a part 2. Like I always say, if you want to be different, if you don't want to be a crab in a bucket, think outside the bucket. But this is a whole bunch of mess. If y'all want a part 2, let me know. Like I always say, comment, like, share, subscribe. It's your girl, Miss Crystal, your favorite BBW. Have a good one.